Get to your Yamaha dealer now for the Ready for Reliability sales event. Purchase a new Yamaha 30 to 450 horsepower outboard and get up to 7 years of Yamaha coverage protection free. And earn up to $200 in dealer credit. Reliability and a great deal starts here.
Hey, Matt Broderick here with the Fisherman magazine. We got a whole bunch of content for you on this week's weekly video fishing forecast. To kick it off, we got a bunch of reports for you, including our first kind of striper report of the year for all you striper fishermen out there. We have a whole rundown of events going into the second half of March, including the spring sale at Pelagic Outfitters. I am on location shooting from Pelagic Outfitters today, and I heard the lakes are getting stocked already with trout. So tune in for another look at the stocking map for around the island.
The ultimate fishing authority in the Northeast, the Fisherman magazine.
Today's date is March 19, 2026. I hope you all had a great St. Patrick's Day. There's still some parades going on. I'm going to be going to one of the local parades for me as well, coming up this weekend. So if you didn't celebrate yet, still have time to celebrate. But let's move on. We are at Pelagic Outfitters right now on location. We are shooting because they are having a big spring sale starting this Saturday and running through March 29th. It's their giant spring sale. It's a 9-day mega spring sale with in-store savings up to 80% on thousands of fishing products, plus daily raffles and giveaways. Remember, the shop is located at 376 West Montauk Highway in Lindenhurst. And for more info, you can call 631-225-8862.
There he is. There he is.
Now let's take a look at some of the other events going on in the second half of the month of March and going into April as well. Starting off this Saturday, March 21st, is the Port Jeff Fishing Show in Port Jeff. Get those last second deals on all that tackle, fishing rods, reels, terminal tackle, soft baits, anything you could think of, it's going to be at the show. Stock up before the season starts. As I mentioned before, Pelagic Outfitters is having their big spring sale starting again this Saturday through the 28th. Again, up to 80% off on select items in the store. Right down the road over here, I can actually see them from Pelagic Outfitters. Marine Mate in Lindenhurst, starting on Saturday, is having their open house sale. Kicks off 9 a.m. They're having toast, free pizza at noon. There are going to be some oysters involved as well over at Marine Mate. So if you're on the boating end of things and you want to stock up on your boat items, take a look at Marine Mate's big sale coming on up. Then also Saturday, March 28th, a week from all these other sales, is the Lindenhurst Fishing Flea Market. Again, if you don't make it to the Port Jeff Fishing Flea Market, get on over to Lindenhurst, stock up for the season. Another big spring sale starting on the 28th. Freeport Marine starts their sale with savings up to 30% off. So if you don't make it to the Marine Mate sale and you're close to the Freeport, you can check that one out. Moving into the month of April, April 4th that is, Great South Bay Brewery. There's going to be a flea market there as well. So if you like drinking beer and you like fishing tackle and buying fishing tackle, I suggest you stop down to there. I'm going to be giving a little talk as well. Then Saturday, April 11th, Marine Mate is having their tent sale, free hot dogs and drinks. They're going to have an oyster tasting from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. And you could speak to all the reps as well in the boating industry at that tent sale. And for more details on these events and more events from the Fisherman Magazine, visit thefishermanmagazine.com/events.
The Port Jefferson Fisherman Show and Seminars is back at the Port Jeff Moose Lodge, Sunday, March 21st, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Great deals on fishing tackle and learn from the pros. Just check out this lineup. Admission just $5. Get all the details at pjfishingshow.com.
So folks, as I mentioned before, it's that time of the year where we get out and we start to really get fishing again, especially you freshwater anglers out there. The trout stocking list has been out for about a week or two now, with all the spots in Nassau and Suffolk County that are getting stocked with thousands, I said that right, thousands of rainbow, brown trout, brook trout in the mix as well. I heard Some of the lakes got stocked already, and they're doing more stocking this week. So now is the time to go. The bite is hot. Get your little spoons going, your little trout magnets, or your night crawlers. Get down there, take a look at the list, pick your target, bring your trout rods, your light tackle, and have at it.
Great South Bay Brewery presents the Bayshore Fishing Show, 25 Drexel Drive, Bayshore, April 4th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Free admission, free parking, all ages welcome. Get stocked up for the fishing season with the best prices on tackle and rigs. Sharpen your skills with the fishing workshops. Enjoy the Let's Talk Fishing open forum with a craft beer. Get all the details at BayshoreFishingShow.com.
Now let's shoot over to Around the Map. I'll tell you what I've been hearing. We got some reports on the offshore wreck fishing side, and we got our first striper report, so stay tuned. On the South Shore, Captain Joe from the King Cod out of Capture reported that after spending some time at the dock, the boat finally made it out back offshore and found a large body of ling on the wrecks. The high hook went at 42 ling, with most anglers averaging between about 25 fish and 30 fish. There was some Boston mackerel also reported in the area. Captain Joe noted that the fish are currently well east of their normal grounds, and the high fuel prices have made running those trips a little challenging. The boat may schedule 1 or 2 additional long-range eastbound ling specials before switching over to spring blackfish that starts on April 1st. These trips would run 1 a.m. to 5 p.m., and they're super limited to 15 anglers. You can reserve your space at the rail for maximum space and comfort at $200 a person. Anglers interested in being a part of the trip can text 631-605-1404 with their name and the number of spots requested. Moving on to the west end of the island, the Super Hawk checked in and reported that their recent offshore wreck trip has seen good weather, great groups of anglers, and solid fishing. Catches have included large ling along with pollock, whiting, and other bottom species, providing great action for those looking to get out on the offshore grounds during the late winter season. The boat will continue running special offshore wreck trips targeting pollock and ling on the 21st, 22nd, and 28th, departing at 1 a.m. The cost on these trips is $165 a person, and they're limited to 30 passengers or fewer. Also, a few 5 a.m. wreck trips targeting ling and pollock are scheduled for the 29th at $135 a person. And beginning April 1st, the Super Hawk will begin sailing daily 6 a.m. full-day wreck trips targeting blackfish, ling, and other bottom species. Now, I told you folks that we had a striper report for you, kinda. Well, it was from Raul. Raul is always good to send me reports. He is out there fishing all times of the year. He traveled down to Jersey, the Raritan River area, which is not far from New York. It's very close actually to Staten Island. And he got one of his first stripers of the year. Well done, Raul. Those fish are going to be moving this way. I wouldn't even doubt if there's some stripers moving into places like Little Neck Bay, Jamaica Bay, Manhasset right now, and they can be caught right now. All it takes is some angler participation. And guys, if you do catch any of these fish, please send them on in to my email at Broderick@thefisherman.com. I would love to get it into next week's weekly video fishing forecast or a future issue of the magazine.
In the famed waters of Panama awaits a fishing experience like no other. Tropic Star Lodge welcomes anglers to get in on world-famous fishing action. Plan your perfect trip today. Tropic Star Lodge, the ultimate in fishing adventures for more than 60 years.
And now let's check in with our correspondents from all corners of the island and see what they have to offer on this week's report.
Hello, Matt. Well, I'm down at one of my local parks. They're doing a lot of work down here. Unfortunately, a really good area is going to be probably closed off for another year. It's one of my early spring parks. What are you going to do? I got to find another location. As far as the fishing goes, well, I've been hearing the Connecticut, it's been crowded, but we've had some cold weather coming in. Today is really cold. I had to put on long johns again to walk my dog, but we're just on the cusp. It's going to warm up again, 50 degrees. I'm waiting to hear if the first stripers, when they start getting into Raritan Bay, I haven't heard anything much. I think it's going to be a little late. The water is very cold still from this winter that we had, but that means it's going to be great when it does open up, and I'm looking forward to it. I've been tying flies and everything. I want to say for all of you guys on the Fisherman, I got my pliers. You should definitely sign up for the Fisherman and get the magazine for the articles, some of the reports, but the articles are really what I think is really good. Matt and Mike and everybody does a terrific job there. So get your pliers at the shows that are listed in the magazine. We're coming to the end of that season, so don't wait. Also, next week is the end to get your night sport fishing permit. So make sure you do that, or else you're going to be out of luck for all the summer. And if you come on any of my trips, you really do want that permit. It's a cheap price. And if just go to New York State parks, just punch in fishing night permit, and it'll come up, and just get it. That's all I can say. Just get it. All right. As far as everything else goes, well, we got high water in the Catskills. We're getting that snow melt, which is good because they did have rain, and the ice is broken up, and it's really flowing really good, which is going to be good for this spring season. Hopefully, we're going to have a great Hendricks. I always look forward to that. It's a hit and miss type of a hatch, but I always look forward to it. And it's around the April 20th in that range. And then I'm going to look at also the Housatonic. It's another great river. There's so many options. Hey, give me a call at 516-415-7748, and I'll let you know what's going on. Until next week, tie lines, everybody.
Hey guys, Nuno here from Tyalure. Show season is behind us. While there's a few more shows, we are all wrapped up. It was a great show season for us. We met a lot of new people. We introduced a lot of great products out there, guys, but now it's up to fishing. For the last few weeks, weather kind of turned a couple of weeks ago where it got really warm. Guys started going out. There was some striped bass catches reported. Now with the weather turning back a little bit with the cold, some snow, some freezing rain, it's kind of slowed that down a little bit again too. Once we get a little warming trend, we're going to start seeing it. The good news is that a lot of guys have started to splash their boats. So once the weather cooperates, we're going to start getting intels from all different ports and harbors and back bays once these guys get out there, especially the guys that are going in now. They are the fishermen. They're out there, they're hungry, they want to prove themselves. So we're going to start to have some solid reports. Current hours remain 10 to 6. We are going to go full time in a week or so. Going to go 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. We are starting to carry bait. We have bloodworms. We have all the fresh bait available and frozen bait. So right now, 10 to 6, guys. Then we're going 7 to 7. And check out our website for cool specials and deals.
Guys, how's it going? This is Ben Gilmour from down in Costa Rica. I'm here with my buddy here, Eric, from Scotts Plains in New Jersey. Welcome to Costa Rica, Eric. How's your week gone down here so far?
Hey guys, we're having a great time in Costa Rica. We caught 20 sailfish. We caught a 70-inch dorado. We caught a bellfin tuna. Inshore we caught a couple of rooster fish. And we got a turtle tail as well and a cubera snapper. It's awesome down here.
Buddy, you caught them all this week, yeah?
Yeah, all this week.
Awesome job, guys. Check out the weather today, guys. Absolutely beautiful. Come down and see us, guys. We've got a bunch of tournaments happening now. The offshore bite's been solid recently. Inshore, like Eric said, has been on fire. And just to add to what Eric caught, I caught some big snook the last couple of weeks, up to 30 pound or so. Guys, come down and see us in Costa Rica. This is Ben Gilmour with Eric at Jackpot Sport Fishing.
The 2026 show season is here. Sign up for a year subscription to the Fisherman magazine at any of the winter shows and receive a free pair of Danco 7-inch fishing pliers, making this subscription a great deal. These pliers are made from light, strong, corrosion-resistant aircraft aluminum and feature a spring-loaded hinge and replaceable tungsten carbide cutter. Visit the Fisherman booth at one of these shows to subscribe, renew, and claim your free Denko pliers.
Well, thanks for tuning in again this week, folks. Remember, I'll give you the tip right now. The lakes have been stocked, certain lakes. I'm not going to say exactly which ones, but some in Nassau County and a bunch in Suffolk County have been stocked with those beautiful rainbow brown trout, whether you like the fly rod fish, spin fish. These fish are in the lakes and they are chewing right now. So kick off your season, if you haven't already, with some trout fishing. It's a great way. I know I'm going to be out there doing it. If not, come see us at the Port Jeff Flea Market on Saturday. And remember, Pelagic Outfitters here in Lindenhurst, they are starting their spring sale on Saturday, running through the 29th. Gonna be a lot of great deals down here at Pelagic Outfitters. Again, up to 80% off on select items in the store. Check these guys out. Come to the flea market. And more importantly, I hope you all get out there fishing this upcoming week. Bend the rod, and we will see you next week.